Good night, everyone. Today's topic is about Alex from Radical Roots who wants to create an awareness campaign about sustainable agriculture. So, in order to make an awareness campaign, you need to follow some steps that are written in an article published by Carbon Cross and written by Carbon Cross. The steps are the following. Step 1 will be planning. Step 2 will be implementation. Step 3 will be reviewing and communicating, and step 4 will be maintaining awareness. So when we said step 1, planning, the main points to consider are the following. You need support and resources. You need to look for your current situation, your target audience and goal setting, and the messages and communication channels. So what are we talking about when we said support and resources? We said to persuade a member of the team to champion the campaign to improve its chances of success. So you have a team, so you need to persuade them or to tell them to help in the cause of the campaign so you can get money. You need to you need if you need help, you can call upon people, so persons from your farm, services, and systems like emails and stuff like that. And you need to plan a realistic budget. You need to be conscious that 1% to 2% of the total utility that enters to your farm will be used for the campaign. And you need to plan a schedule, specific hours or times in the day or in the week in which you are going to work in the campaign. You need to, the second one will be your current situation. So if we talk about your current situation, we'll say that before, during, and after the campaign, you need to compare and publicize the results. So people can know how your campaign is going on, how does it work, and how does it is going on. The third one will be your target audience and goal setting. So you need to define your audience. To whom are you going to talk? If you're going to talk to adults, children's, old people, etc. You need to target high organic food consumers. So you'll need to look for people that are constantly consuming organic food. And you need to identify what they need. And you need to set your goals, because in order to make a good campaign awareness, you need to set your goals. You need to set what are you trying to say, what are you trying to do by this campaign. The fourth one of planning will be messages and communication channels. So you need to create content. What are we talking about when we said create content? We're saying think about what you want to communicate to your different audiences. So if you're talking to different audiences, you need to think about what are you going to say, what are you trying to communicate. And like an example would be how to get more customers and market their products, for example. That will be a content. You need to select relevant motivational themes. For example, a relevant and motivational theme will be to avoid food that have been treated with pesticides, or they're derived from GMOs, for example, because we're talking about sustainable agriculture, we talk about organic food. And you need to use appropriate language. When I said appropriate language, I am talking about to be simple. You don't need to, if you're talking to public in general, you're not going to use or scientific names or agriculture words that people won't understand. You need to be simple, and you need to have an attention grabbing message when you talk to people about your campaign. And you need to select the communication channels. For example, if you're talking about newspaper, if you're talking about TV, if you talk about newspaper, maybe you can select a column in the newspaper or publish a an announcement one day a week or something like that about your campaign. And you can make promotion of your campaign by making a an announcement in a channel of agriculture, for example. So that will be for step one. When we talk about step two, we're talking about implementation. So you need to know when to start, when you can start your your campaign. For example, you need to establish a for example, a good day, uh, and you need to. The timing is important because you won't start your campaign in holiday periods because people won't go. If you make a meeting or something like that, people won't want help in order to tell other people because everyone is going to be in vacation. You need, how long should it run? So how long should it run depends on how effective is your campaign being so long. So you can stop it once you have achieved your goal, for example. The you should assign roles and responsibility to your employees if you have employees in your farm, so everyone can participate in the campaign and can feel part of it. You can gather and prepare promotional materials. What I'm saying to gather and prepare promotional materials? I'm saying that you should make stickers, for example, or something like that. And you need to launch the program. So when I say to launch the program, is to put it to work. That will be for step two. For step three, we have reviewing and communicating. You need to measure the success of the program. You need to show statistics. You need to show results, if it is working, if it's not working, how it is going on. Are people consuming more organic food? Are people consuming less? Are farmers implementing these in their houses? If they are trying to avoid conventional agriculture and use the sustainable agriculture, or if they are avoiding GMOs, etc. You need to make feedback. So if you have employees in your farm, it is important, their opinion is important. So what they say about the campaign, what they have heard, or what they have seen, or what they have measured, if we talk about a statistic, is important, because by that way you'll know if it is working or not. And the report to staff and management. So if as I said before, if you have employees, it is important to let them know how is everything going on. So if they don't involucrate in statistics and the stuff of how the campaign is going on, you should tell them, because in that way their efforts won't be in vain. That will be for step three. And if we talk about step four, we're going to talk about maintaining awareness. So to maintain awareness is important, because by that way you attract and maintain the people. Um, uh, you maintain the people in the campaign. So if you have new employees, you should talk to them about what are you using, what is it about, what are you trying to do, what are you trying to achieve, etc. And when we talk about maintaining momentum, we talk about that you should check out for if the newspaper is still giving the announcement of the campaign, if the people still talking about. If not, you should work in making publicity for it. And if we talk about campaign tools in maintaining awareness, the important would be, for example, emails. So you can send emails to people that are involved in your farm. If you create pages in the social networks, it will be important that you give announcement of the organic food or of the sustainable agriculture. And if we talk about displays, it will be important to have light displays, for example, in roads if you have the money to buy them, or to put displays in malls, in schools, in supermarkets, etc. And if we talk about posters, you can put them all around the city. You just need to check out that they are okay, and in in a week or 2 weeks you can check out for if they are okay, if they're not ruined by weather. And if we talk about stickers, you can give stickers to, if for example, if a person buys one an organic product, you can give a sticker, or you can give free stickers, so people can put them in their cars, etc. Uh, you can have external publicity too. You can have promotional materials, as I said before. Um, you can have word of mouth. Word of mouth consists of you telling people about your campaign. And you can have incentives, for example, if, like, an example would be, if you buy 2 organic products, you get one free. That would be an incentive. And you can have pay slips, for example, in the pay slips of the organic product, you can put a slogan at the end of it, so people will read it and will remember about about how good the organic food it is, etc. And the last will be messages and slogans about the campaign tools. When we talk about messages and slogans, what are we trying to do is to maintain the attraction of people to the campaign. So if you have a famous slogan, like for example, just eat it, don't waste it, that would be a perfect slogan. And these are the steps that you can use for your campaign, the steps that I use for my campaign. um, and that will be all for today. And if you have questions, you can avoid to carbon cross to that article, and you'll have all what you need in there for for your campaign, and to achieve your goals for your campaign. I hope it helped. Thank you.